Go. All right, so. Let's get. All right, listen up. We are going to start something new today, okay? And that new thing is called Writer's Workshop. And I heard that first grade is doing a super duper awesome job at writing. And so I wanted to come in here and just sort of show y'all what it's all about. Okay? Now, in Writer's Workshop, what we do is we write every day. And we learn from each other, and we learn from our teachers, and we learn from authors who have actually published things before, okay? And so today is going to be our very first Writer's Workshop, so we're going to talk about some things that writers need to know. One thing that a lot of writers struggle with, that's something that's hard for them, is they have something called writer's block. They can't think of what to write about. So we're going to make a chart. We're going to start it today that's going to give us some ideas of things to write, okay?
Yes,
and today we're going to write about settings or places. Sometimes authors, that's where the seed of their idea comes from. That's where they get a little idea in their head and they think, I could write a story about this place. Now, my chart says good writers write from the heart. That means they write about things that they know very well. So if I have never been to France, do you think my special place should be France?
No.
No, because I've never been there. I'm going to write about a place that I know really, really well. Okay? So let me show you what that's going to look like today. Today, all you're doing is getting some ideas down on paper. You're not necessarily going to write a story today. All right, my special place is a place that I know super duper well. And I just call it the river. And I'm going to draw a picture of the river, and because sometimes as you draw, you get really good ideas that just pop into your brain. All right, now the river is a place that I've been going to since I was a very little girl, and that my mama has been going to since she was a little girl too. It was my grandmother's house. And it's a little bitty house, and on the front of it, there's a screened porch. And there are rocking chairs on that porch. And when I was a little girl, I used to sit in those rocking chairs and listen to my grandmother's stories. Tap your nose if you have grandmothers that tell stories. Yeah. I did that a lot when I was a little girl. I loved that. And I bet I could even write some of her stories that she told me. I could also write other stories about the river. One of the coolest things about the river is that there are white squirrels. And I am one day going to learn how to draw a squirrel because I've done this like 7 times now and I still don't know how. But there are white squirrels. And one time when I was at the river, I watched a mama squirrel carry her babies from one nest to another because there was a hurricane, and she wanted to make sure her babies were safe, and she put them in her mouth, and she walked them from down here at the river all the way up to that tree right there. So do you think I could tell a story about that?
Yeah.
I bet you some of you have some animal stories about a special place.
Me?
I bet you do. All right. Now, another thing about the river is there's a dock. And the dock is like a really big thing, and it's like out over the water, and that's like a boat that's under it. So if the boat's under it, you got to think it's really tall. So it's like as tall as that ceiling. When you're a little girl or a little boy and you go to the river, it's a really big deal the first time you ever jump off the dock. And my little girl Adele did it last summer, and she screamed. But she was really brave, and she did it. It was fun. And it was kind of funny. So do you think I could write a story about that?
Yeah.
I bet I could. Okay. And then another thing is there are more trees at the river, and across 2 of them, we have a zip line. And my little boy really loves the zip line. He's 4, and he really loves the zip line. And he will ride it all day long. So I can tell, you think I could? No, it doesn't go over the river. It goes over the land. That's a good question. That's a good detail I should add. This is the land right here. And then down here is the beach. It's just a teeny, it's not like a beach. It's just a little bit of sand. But one time when I was a teenager, I was learning how to ski on one ski, and there was a snake. And he was in the river, and you know what kind of snake it was?
A snake.
A rattlesnake. Did you know that they can swim? They don't do it very often. That one did it that day, and I could tell that would be a good scary story to tell. What do you think? Yeah.
And Bigfoot.
Yeah. All right, I've got something I want you to do. That's my special place. I bet you have a special place too. Close your eyes for a minute and think about a special place. And when you have that idea in your mind, I want you to show me a thumbs up. Ooh. Do they have partners on the rug who they talk to? Okay. Everybody, turn and find a partner near you.
Okay,
Turn your knee before you talk. Wait a minute. Let me make sure everybody's got one. Turn your knees and your noses to a partner. All right. Look at this. Oh, there you go. All right. Everybody have a partner? Awesome. Okay. Look at your partner, and the person who has the longer hair, raise your hand. The person who has the longer hair in your partner team. I don't know about y'all. I think it might be you.
You got it.
All right.
Raise your hand.
That person is going to share first, okay? Now, when I clap my hands, you're going to stop, and you're going to turn to me, and we're going to listen for our next instructions. Okay, are you ready? Do you need a partner? Here, you want to be my partner, but then your friend won't have a partner. I'm going to listen in to everybody, okay? All right, or maybe not everybody, but it's a lot of people. All right, so long hair partners go first. Ready? Begin. And where is your special place? Awesome. Awesome. All right. Ooh, okay. Short hair partners, your turn to share. Go ahead.
I'm going with my host, and me too, my name is Alice, with a water slide, water slide, and we're going all together.
Amazing. That is awesome. All right, hold on just a second. Y'all with the blank paper that Stephanie brought. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Listen up. This is what we're going to do. That'd be awesome. Miss Gabby is going to put some paper on your tables, on your chairs, and you are at your desks, and you are going to go sit down, and you are going to write. Now, before we start, I want to tell you about something. One thing that good writers have is they have stamina for writing. That means that they can write for a really long time. When you are a runner and you have stamina, that means you can run for a really long time. But today we're writing, so we want to make sure we write for a really long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to see how long y'all, it's a stopwatch actually, I'm going to see how long you can write, okay? And we're going to chart it on this piece of paper, and every day we're going to try to write for longer and longer periods of time, and our goal is to get up to at least 20 minutes, okay?
25.
You think you could get to 25 hours? You might be able to. Okay. Well, today we probably won't write for quite that long since we're just really drawing pictures. But this is what I want you to do. When I dismiss you from the carpet, I'm going to expect you to go sit down, draw a picture of your special place, and make sure you include a lot of details. Okay. So